Hello and welcome to Excellence Noir. Today we are talking about Pauline Elizabeth Hopkins. She was a Black American novelist, playwright, editor, historian, actress, and singer. Her work helped shape early Black American literature, especially Black women's literature. Pauline's parents were born in North Carolina. They had migrated north, and her mother, Sarah Allen, later married William Hopkins, who gave Pauline his surname. She was born to Benjamin Northrop and Sarah A. Allen in Portland, Maine on May 23, 1859, and grew up in Boston, Massachusetts. Shortly after Pauline's birth, the family relocated to Boston, which became her lifelong home. Pauline's father had been influential in Providence, Rhode Island, due to his political ties. Pauline's maternal ancestry traces back to the famous New Hampshire natives Nathaniel and Thomas Paul, who were of religious prominence for their Baptist ministry and for opening the first Black Baptist church in the Boston area. The high-achieving Hopkins household encouraged Pauline academically, which led her to develop an appreciation for literature. It was not until age 20 that Pauline Allen took on the name of her stepfather and became Pauline Hopkins. In 1874, after completing her second year at Girls High School, she entered an essay contest held by the Congressional Publishing Society of Boston and funded by former slave, novelist, and dramatist William Wells Brown. In March 1877, Pauline participated in her first dramatic performance, Pauline Western, The Belle of Saratoga. After this, she acted in several other plays and received positive reviews. In 1880, Pauline's earliest known work, a musical play called Slaves Escape or The Underground Railroad, later revised as Peculiar Slam or The Underground Railroad, was first performed at Oakland Garden in Boston. Her short story, Talma Gordon, published in 1900, is often noted as being the first Black mystery story. She explored the difficulties faced by Black Americans amid the racist violence of post-Civil War America in her first novel. In the 1880s, Pauline performed as a vocalist with her family ensemble, the Hopkins Colored Troubadours. Also in the 1890s, she undertook work as an orator, even while she supported herself primarily as a stenographer. And she remained active in the Women's Club movement and other civic organizations. In 1898, she represented the Women's Era Club at the annual convention of New England Federation of Women's Clubs. In 1900, she explored the difficulties faced by Black Americans amid the racist violence of post-Civil War America in her first novel, Contending Forces, a romance illustrative of Negro life North and South. She published 3 serial novels between 1901 and 1903 in the Black American periodical Colored American magazine. The serial novels were Hager's Daughter, A Story of Southern Caste Prejudice, Winona, A Tale of Negro Life in the South and Southwest, and Of One Blood, or The Hidden Self. Of One Blood or the Hidden Self tells the story of Raul, a medical student who does not care about being black or appreciating black history, but finds himself in Ethiopia on an archaeological trip. His motive is to raid the country of lost treasures, which he does find. However, he discovers much more than he expected: the painful truth about blood, race, and the half of his history that was never told. In 1901, Pauline became a founding member of the Boston Literary and Historical Association. Pauline joined the Color American magazine, the most influential black periodical of its time, first as a writer, then as editor of the literary section. The magazine changed ownership around 1904, becoming more influenced by conservative Booker T. Washington aligned investors. Hopkins, who leaned more towards radical racial uplift and anti-lynching activism, grew opposed to the new direction. By 1904, she was effectively pushed out. In 1916, she and Walter Wallace, the founding publisher of the Colored American magazine, became a new venture, the New Era magazine. The magazine's only 2 issues featured a 2-part short story by Hopkins, biographical sketches under her byline that closely resembled her nonfiction from the Colored American magazine. She would continue to work for the magazine until she left in September 1904 due to health complications. Pauline's final notable works as a writer and editor occurred during the formation of the Boston-based New Era magazine, which she created with Walter Wallace, whom she had previously worked with at the Colored American magazine. Pauline is remembered for writing one of the first mystery drama plays by a black woman. She has also been recognized as the most prolific contributor to the Colored American magazine during the 4 years that regularly contribute to the periodical, setting the foundation for what the magazine will become even after her eventual departure. Her work has been regarded among other notable Black American writers at the time, such as Charles Chesnutt, Paul Laurence Dunbar, and Sutton Griggs. On August 12, 1930, she died from injuries sustained after an accident, during which bandages that she was wearing on her arms to treat her neuritis, soaked in liniment, caught a flame from an oil stove that she had in her room. She died in Cambridge, Massachusetts at the age of 71. At least it's believed that she was 71. And she was buried in the Garden Cemetery in Chelsea, Massachusetts. Hats off to Miss Pauline Elizabeth Hopkins, who remains a groundbreaking force in Black American literature. Through her novels, plays, and editorial work, she boldly confronted racism, uplifted Black women voices, and celebrated the richness of Black history at a time when such perspectives were rarely welcome. Although overlooked for decades, her rediscovery in the 1970s revealed her as a pioneer whose ideas anticipated Black feminist writing, political fiction, and early Afrofuturism. Today, Pauline's work stands as a testament to her vision, resilience, and lasting influence, affirming her place as one of the founding mothers of Black American literature and thought.